Another AEW star is gone from the company, and guys, I don't know what the hell is happening. Now, in case you missed it, I'm going to put it up on the screen at some point. I did make a video on Jonathan Gresham requesting his release, so make sure you guys check that out. But today we're talking about Tully Blanchard because it appears that he's no longer moving forward with AEW or ROH. This came first from Sean Ross Sapp of Fightful Select. And guys, I just think this is ultimately really interesting. A lot of people were really thrown off when Tully Blanchard Enterprises was sold and then became the Embassy last night at ROH Death Before Dishonor. And honestly, it's kind of, I guess it's logical, so it's not a bad thing. But there's just a lot of weird stuff happening in AEW right now. I don't really understand it altogether. A lot of people thought Blanchard was missing his flight or something, regarding his flight. But then Fightful actually learned that his absence was attributed to his jail ministry group. And apparently going forward, he is no longer being factored into plans as he won't be with the company. So keep in mind, last night at Death Before Dishonor, a lot of people had been talking about Tully Blanchard and where he was. It was obviously very noticeable, and AEW didn't really explain anything other than the fact that his faction got sold. I actually think Gates of Agony and Brian Cage being with the Embassy and them basically doing this gimmick, I think it's going to be really cool. I think it's a great manager to have, now that they have Prince Nana. But also at the same time, too, what is the future with that group and John Gresham? There's a lot of weird uncertainty here, but I find it very interesting. Ultimately, Tully Blanchard was great for AEW. I thought he was fantastic with Shawn Spears. AEW stopped doing that. Then they did the Pinnacle. AEW stopped doing that. Then they put him with Brian Cage and the Gates of Agony. And truthfully, I didn't know if it was a good or bad idea, but I was willing to give it a welcome change because I feel like, these guys could have been used properly and under, his mentorship, they could have benefited from it. I was even more excited when John Gresham joined them, but now there's a lot of uncertainty going forward. Tully Blanchard's no longer with them moving forward, and that sucks. It's going to be very interesting to see what happens next. Let me know what you guys think.